Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Jessica. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me some questions because I know I have a lot of new followers. Before we get started, you may have noticed that my channel name has changed. I know some of you might not be happy about that, but I did think about it for a really long time. I asked a lot of my creator friends their opinion, and basically the reason I wanted to change it is because I feel like my channel is more than just cleaning, and I've kind of outgrown Keep Calm and Clean. That'll always be a part of this channel, but I just felt like Jessie Christine was more personal, and I want you guys to know me more on a personal level and not just the lady who cleans her house. So that's why I did change it. Hopefully you like it. If you don't like it, that's okay, but I have to do what's best for me, so that's what I did. Okay, so the first question is, if you were going to get another dog, what breed would you want to get? So I don't have a particular breed that I would want to get, and it would honestly depend too on if it was a big dog or a little dog. I would definitely adopt again. We did adopt Bailey. She was a puppy, but we still adopted her from the shelter. I would definitely search high and low to find one that needed to be adopted. And I really don't care about the breed. When does hubby get to come home? Praying every day for your sweet family. Thank you so much. So I can't say that, I can't give dates or anything like that, but it will still be a while before he gets to come home, unfortunately. Okay, so this person says, how in the world do your nails stay looking so pretty? I also don't love gloves, and no matter what kind of mani I get or do on myself, my nail polish lasts only a few days, gel nails included. Okay, so I do have a highlight in my Instagram about what my nails, how I get them done. And it's basically just a gel enhancement, so it's a little bit more than just gel polish. It's a gel enhancement, so it's like a layer of gel over my natural nails. So these are my natural nails, but they just have a really thick layer of gel on them, and they last. I go get them filled every 3 weeks just because they need to be filled because they've grown out, but they've never chipped on me. I've never had one fall off. I love them so much. Okay, what camera do you use now, and have you ever tried using your phone to cut down on cost? So I use right now I'm using my Canon 80D. That's Bailey barking in the back. I'm gonna have to let her in. Right now I use my Canon 80D like for sit downs usually, and then I use my Canon G7X Mark II for vlogging or like my cleaning videos. So we have company. Bailey wanted in. Let's see. I'm missing some questions here. What is your favorite and least favorite thing about being a social influencer? What would you be doing if social media didn't exist? Okay, so my favorite part is the messages that I get from you guys telling me how I've inspired you, that I've helped you come out of depressions, how I've helped you to get your homes organized, and just helped you to be like an overall better person. That's definitely my favorite part. And then my least favorite part has got to be the rude people. Obviously, there's always going to be a bad apple in the bunch, and there is, and that's definitely my least favorite. What would I do if social media didn't exist? I would be fine. Social media is hard because it's my job, but I'm not necessarily like in my private life. I don't really engage in a lot of social media. Does that make sense? So like I have my private social media accounts, but I don't post a lot on them. Some of it's because I post a lot on YouTube and on Instagram, but for the most part, I just don't really enjoy being on them. I don't know what I would be doing. I kind of asked that question to myself too. Like what I was doing before I started YouTube was basically I had a lot more free time on my hands, so I was a little bit less stressed, but this is all like a good stress. So, is being a military spouse what you expected? Okay, that's a hard question because when I became a military spouse, I was 17. So we got married. I was actually still in high school, and my parents had to sign for me. We moved to Colorado, which was like 19 hours away from home. We kind of went into this thinking it was going to be 3 years, get the college money and run, and it turned into now we're going on 17 years. So it's not what I thought it was going to be in that aspect, just because I didn't think this was going to be my life. I thought we were going to do the 3 years and get out and be, live in our hometown around our family. I don't know if that answers your question. It's definitely not what I thought it was going to be like because of that reason. Somebody asked, what are the top 5 most awkward moments for you? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I really don't know. When people put me on the spot, I never can think. I probably should have read that one and then thought about it. Well, it's always awkward when you're in public and you're walking down somewhere and you and the person you keep like going the same way to get out of each other's way. But a funny thing that I saw once, and I do now to just kind of make it less awkward, is when that happens, I say, "You want to dance?" So we get asked this all the time, do you want more kids? And the answer is no. We're very happy with the 2 healthy girls that we have, and we do not want more kids. We do not plan to have more kids. What are my top 3 favorite things about being a YouTuber? 1 is the fact that I get to inspire people. 2 is that I get to meet so many different people. I've met so many different internet friends and people that I think if I were able to see them in real life, we would definitely be good friends. And then 3rd would be definitely the money. I'm not gonna lie, the money is nice. It helps to support my family. It just makes me feel good that I can earn an extra income and that we can just live a little bit more comfortably. Do you meal plan at all? So when my husband is gone, I do not meal plan because my girls are so picky and they don't eat a lot. So we kind of just wing it. When he's home, I try to meal plan. I'm not always very good at it, but I do try when he's home. What is your dream vacation? Okay, my dream vacation is like the Bahamas, anywhere where the water is clear and there's white sand. I love cruises. We've been on 2 cruises. I love to take cruises, so I would definitely do that again. The next question is, who would be your dream collab? And I would have to say that would be Love Meg. I did collab with her a long time ago when her channel was like the size that my channel is now actually, and it helped me to grow so much, but I would definitely love to collab with her again. She's a very, very sweet person, and I just love her content. I love her channel. I've always loved, I watched Love Meg well before I even thought about making my own channel, so I've always had like a respect for her, and I love her content, so yeah, I would definitely love to collab with Love Meg. So hey, if you're watching. The next question is, did you have a favorite YouTube channel for cleaning before starting your own? And so yeah, that was Love Meg. I watched Love Meg since like almost the very beginning of her YouTube days. You guys plan on PCSing in the near future? Yes, actually, well, see, we don't know for sure what's gonna happen, but once my husband comes home this time, things are gonna change for us. I can't go into it a whole lot, but once things are more set in stone, I will definitely let you guys know what's happening. But there is a possibility of us moving in the near future. It could be out of state, or it could just be somewhere else in the town we live in. We don't know right now, but there's definitely going to be some big changes in our life coming soon. Would you ever get a cat, or are you strictly a dog lover? I would probably get a cat, but I am allergic to them, so I really can't. I love cats. I love all animals, but I'm definitely more of a dog person. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? I would live here in Tennessee, but I would live in the country on our own land, and I would have like a lane that you drive down. You can't even see my house from the road. Do you have a workout routine? Do you have any healthy recipes your family likes? I do have one really yummy, like dessert healthy recipe that is on my channel. It's peanut butter balls. I'll try to link it if I can remember, but if not, you can just search for it on my channel. And it's like oatmeal peanut butter balls. It's so good, and my whole family loves them. I can't keep them in the fridge. I have to hide them. My workout routine right now is non-existent. I used to be in such good shape, and I let myself go. When I was working out, I was running like 7 miles a day, 3 to 4 days a week, and yeah, I was looking good, but I let myself go. What are your favorite cleaning products? I actually have a couple of videos where I share my most favorite cleaning products, so if you're interested, definitely search my channel for that because I'll go into more detail and show them and stuff. What do you do to help with your anxiety? Okay, so I do run an Instagram called She Gets Me, and it's 7 days a week we have, and each day we have a lady take over, and she basically shares her journey and her struggles, whether it be depression or anxiety or both. I take over on Fridays, and I talk about my anxiety, how I deal with it, like what it is for me, all kinds of things that are pertaining to that. But writing things down, making lists helps me, taking it easy on myself, allowing myself to just have the anxiety, knowing that it's not going to be forever, just kind of let it run its course basically. That's pretty much like my 2 top tips. The next person asks, do you budget and how do you handle your finances? I do get asked this question a lot on my channel. People want to know. And I'm very old-fashioned when it comes to money, and I don't like to talk about, like, a lot of people nowadays, I've noticed, will just very openly discuss how much they paid for their house, how much they paid for their car, how much their rent is, and I don't know why it is, but I just don't feel comfortable discussing money with people. Back in the day, people didn't discuss their finances, and I think I'm just kind of old-fashioned, so it's probably not a topic you would ever see on my channel. And obviously I don't have to discuss like exactly what we make and stuff, but I don't know, the whole topic just makes me nervous. I will say that we save a lot of money. Like if we get tax refund, that goes right into savings. If my husband is deployed, all the extra money we get from that goes into savings. So we do save a lot of money. We don't have any debt, so that helps with budgeting. We have no debt other than our cars, our vehicles, and our house, obviously, but we don't have any debt other than that. So we just, any extra money we get, we use it to pay off something, if that makes sense. So maybe that helps somebody, but that's about as much as I can say. How many more years will your husband enlist? Honestly, we don't know at this point. He has 4 years left before he could technically retire, but we may stay in longer. We have not decided. What do you use your YouTube money for? Bills, your free money, etc. Okay, so I will answer this question. Would you get off me? You're getting dog hair all over me. Sit down. Sit. I will answer this question just because you guys help me to pay my bills, and you guys are the reason why I get paid, because you support me. So I will answer this question, and basically my money goes towards anything extra. So I get my nails done every 3 weeks. My YouTube money pays for that. If we go on a vacation, my YouTube money pays for that. If the girls need new clothes every school year when we get back to school clothes and shoes, my money pays for that. So basically my money is like the extras money, and then our other money is more of, you know, the basics of what you need, and then mine's more of like the fun money. What's your favorite nostalgia? I think I said that right. I think that means like a time in the past that you remember like fondly, I think. Hopefully I don't sound like an idiot right now. If that's what it means, if that's what you're asking, I would say being 17 when I was dating my husband. That's like my best memories in life, like that I can think of. So probably that. Did you have a hard time postpartum after having your girls? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. If you mean like as far as like healing, the part like giving birth and healing postpartum, or if you mean like mentally. After my oldest daughter Madeline, I did get postpartum depression, but also my husband was deployed, and he was deployed after both babies. Let's get real. He left when both babies were only 11 days old. So I don't know how I get such bad luck, but I do. So with Madeline, I was so young though that I definitely had postpartum. I got very depressed. And it took a while to heal from her because she was a huge baby. So the birth experience with her was a nightmare. And then with Kinsley, I did fine. I think I was fine. I don't really recall anything like as far as mentally, and then postpartum, like as far as physically, I was up and walking like 5 minutes later. She was so easy. What are 3 things you'd wish for? Pretend I'm a genie in a bottle. Okay, so the first wish would be for more wishes. Can I do that? Is that loud? My second wish would be for world peace. And I know that sounds so like beauty pageant, world peace, but I'm serious. I really would wish that the world, everybody would be kind and everybody would have enough money. There would be no sickness and, you know, all of that. So world peace would be 2. And then for 3, I would love to be able to fly. And I've always wanted to fly since I was a little girl. I used to make wings and jump off the picnic table and try to fly, but I would love to fly. In fact, fun fact, I have dreams all the time that I can fly, and they're so cool. And then I wake up and I'm disappointed. What would your dream career be other than YouTube? Oh, dream career other than YouTube. Probably something with dogs. Nothing too exciting. I wouldn't want to be like an actor or an executive of some company or anything crazy. maybe like a home designer or something like that. Not an architect because that's too much math, but like interior design maybe. Is it hard to adjust to your routine in life when your hubby returns home? Also, are you able to communicate with him at all during his deployments? It is hard to adjust. It is something that a lot of people don't talk about. It seems like this happy reunion you see on TV, you see in YouTube videos, these emotional reunions, and they're so happy. Everything's right in the world, but the truth of the matter is your spouse will come back a different person. No matter if it's their first deployment or their 8th deployment or their 10th deployment, people change, things happen, they see things, they go through things, you see things, you go through things. Like, you both are evolving and growing as people individually. So when you are put back together, that can create some issues. And then also, like, for the women, we're running the house, we're running the show, we have a routine, like this is how it is. And then somebody comes into that routine and kind of mixes it all up. And that can be very frustrating for the kids and very frustrating for you, and then frustrating for your spouse because they feel like they don't fit in anymore. And so they're trying to find their place back in the family, if that makes sense. Are you able to communicate with him? So all deployments are different. Some deployments I can communicate with him like any time of day. I can text him and he's there. Those are great. Some deployments I don't get to talk to him at all. We just get to email. The current one, I get to talk to him a couple times a week. Madeline has not seen him on FaceTime in over a month. Kinsley gets to see him once a week on FaceTime, so that's good at least. But yeah, this one is definitely a hard one for us. Somebody asked if my anxiety has anything to do with only having 2 kids. I don't know if you wanted more or not. No, it doesn't have anything to do with that. We are done, so I feel completely relaxed and okay with that. What is your favorite season and why? Summer, because there's so much to do. That's how Bailey asks to go outside, if you can hear her. She's asking to go out, even though I just let her in. My favorite season, why? Summer, because there's so much to do and it's warm. I love the sun. My mood is lifted because the sun's out a lot more and all of the trees are bloomed and the world's just so pretty, and I love summer. What is your favorite thing to do with your girls when they are home on summer break? So anything outdoors. We love to float down the river. We love to go out on the boat, go canoeing, kayaking, find like different parks and stuff to go to, find different places to explore outside, things like that. What are some tips for helping your significant other deal with your anxiety? Well, if your spouse doesn't have anxiety, they have no idea what it feels like. They can read it on paper, but to understand how it really feels is hard. So you basically just need to be very forward with them and letting them know what you need from them. You can't expect them to understand it because they don't have it. But if you just say like, hey, I'm having really bad anxiety today. Okay, so this is a scenario that's happened with me and my husband. I'm having a really bad day with my anxiety today. I feel very overwhelmed with the housework. Would you be able to help me with getting the kids to do their chores? And would you be able to help me clean up the living room or something like that? And so, and he's always more than willing to do that. And it helps him because then I stop freaking out and I'm in a better mood, which overall is better for everybody. So you just have to be open, honest, and straightforward with what you need. Even if what you need is, can I just go to our bedroom and lock myself in there for a few hours and nobody bother me? You just have to be upfront. How did you pick your daughter's name? So Madeline, I used to be a nanny before I had kids, and there was a little girl named Madison, and I just loved her. And then my sister's middle name is Lynn, so Madeline. That's how I picked her name, and then her middle name is my middle name. And then Kensley's we picked because my father-in-law's name was Ken, and he passed away, so we named her after him, Kensley. How long have you been at your current base? We have been here for 12 years, which I know for military families is like unheard of, but because of what my husband does, we've been lucky enough. I say lucky enough to stay here because it's nice to have that like stable lifestyle. I haven't had to pull the kids out of their schools or anything, but also it has definitely come with a price because he's gone all the time. So somebody asks, is this your forever home? No, it's definitely not our forever home. How old are your girls and what grades are they in? So Madeline is 11 and Kinsley is 4. She's in preschool and Madeline is in 5th grade. I think I pretty much answered them all, so that wasn't too bad. Hopefully this isn't too long, but if you made it this far, thank you. I hope this helped you to get to know me a little bit better. I could definitely do another one of these in the future. If your question wasn't answered and you would like me to, let me know in the comments, and I could definitely do that. But anyways, if you're new, hi, and thanks for getting to the end of this video. That's pretty much it, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!